Medical professionals often achieve a vaginal delivery by applying force, often using forceps and Pitocin to increase the strength of contractions or pull baby out. But why don't we try it looking at birth physiology first and getting in certain positions that opens mom's pelvis at its widest diameter to get baby out in a more gentle process. My name is Dancy Pinkston with Flourish Birth Doulas, where we hope to help mom and help you flourish in your birth work. As birth doulas, we can remind mom to come off her back to allow a combination of bones in the lower back and sacrum area the freedom to move, which creates more room in the pelvis and less pressure on the tailbone. During the pushing phase of labor, mom usually gets this lower back bulge called the rhombus of Michaelis. If you often give labor massages, then you may feel this bulge form when things really start to progress at the end of labor. Extra doula tip, so at this point, mom may really dislike double hip squeezes, as her hips are already at its max outlet extension. She may like counter pressure, a grounding touch, and encouragement way better. And in prenatal meetings, I think it's super important that we remind mom of this anatomical physiology. Just reminding them that their body and their baby was made to do this. Just encouraging her that the pelvis expands and her baby's head is molding to fit through the pelvic bones. Birth is natural and birth is safe, and it takes a little bit more work to work through the birth process for it to be just a little bit less sticky. So let's begin on the pushing phase and how we can make it a little more smoother for mom. After fetal rotation in the mid-pelvis has completed and the fetal rejection reflex has begun, any birth position with the knees together supports baby chin extension and external rotation of the pushing phase of labor. Yes, I said knees together and ankles out. This widens the sits bones further than with knees spread wide apart. So there are 3 positions I like to share that are good for any type of birth that mom may choose, and just to see, how she's handling energy and just where she's at in the moment. So be aware of that and kind of guide her to the best pushing position for her, but with a respect for just her motherly instinct. The first one is ball between ankles. When knees are together, it sets the pelvic outlet in its widest diameter. Side lying with the peanut ball or pillows between the ankles is a great resting and epidural friendly position. A towel in between her knees may be a bit more comfortable. To do this, have mom make an internal thigh rotation with her heels pointed out and knees touching at a 90-degree angle with a neutral spine. You can also remind mom or go over this in a prenatal meeting for her to flare her sits bones to better tip the sacrum out during a push. Guide mom through deep breaths and remind her to relax her jaw in between contractions. Once baby has crowned, it may be more beneficial for mom to change positions for delivery. Number 2, ankles out, hands and knees. It frees the tailbone to be in any forward leaning position rather than sitting or laying on your back. But when mom adds having her ankles out, she is literally creating more room for her baby's head. In the hands and knees position, have mom make an internal thigh rotation with widening her ankles out. Have mom keep a neutral spine and have her sink back a little during a push. Again, you can remind mom to flare her sits bones out and sink into the push. This position is great for water births and even land births. Last but not least, knees together squat. We love this one with a birth partner and a rebozo, but it can be done holding anything tall and sturdy, or even the rebozo can be draped over a bed frame or a door frame. Have mom stand and hold upward onto a rebozo and bend into a squat. Make sure she is achieving an internal thigh rotation by angling her toes in and bringing her knees together. Also remind her to curve her lower back so that it arches, and having mom come out of that squat to give her legs a break in between contractions. If baby seems to be stuck at a +2 head station, or even retracting back into the vagina, it is crucial for mom to try a different position than what she is already in. The best ones being a side lunge or the running start position. If we suspect this, we can also suggest to a medical care professional getting more assistance with freeing the umbilical cord that may be stopping the baby from fully coming out, possibly freeing shoulder dystocia, or even if they have the ability to do a sacrotuberous release, to move the tailbone out of the way for a short time. Those things may be just what mom needs to achieve a complete vaginal delivery. If you're needing extra help in birth to remember those things, I have all that written down in my pelvic dance guide with pictures and info for you to print off and take to your next birth. Well, that's all I have for you in this video. Thank you for watching and see you in the next video.